Hi guys, welcome! In my previous Super Novice videos, we already talked about the Thunderbolt and Bash builds for farming. This time, we'll dive into another physical build for farming, which is the Cart Attack build. Cart Attack is a single target skill that deals melee physical damage to a target. The only difference with Bash is that it has a longer range and that it is a force neutral skill. Thus, elemental converters will not change the element of Cart Attack. Similar to Bash, there are a lot of damage modifiers for Cart Attack, which makes farming with Cart Attack undemanding. In this guide, we'll discuss the most important stats, skills, runes, equipment, cards, and farming tips for the Cart Attack build. Hopefully, by the end of this video, you'll have a better understanding on how to unleash the true potential of the Super Novice Cart Attack build in the battlefield. Alright, without further ado, let's begin. Let's first discuss the recommended stat distribution. You need to prioritize putting points on strength since it is the primary attribute that increases physical attack and therefore increases the damage of the Cart Attack skill. Just pump all points on strength early on until you can max it out. However, since Cart Attack consumes tons of SP at the early levels, you may need to add points on intelligence for faster SP recovery. If you find it difficult to hit monsters with high Philly, then you may add some points on dexterity for increased hit. You can also allot points on dex and luck because every 5 points of either dex or luck will increase your attack by 1. If you're using the Frost Masquerade Mask face item, you may also want to balance your stats such as each would have a total of 99. This is because of its Frost Focus passive effect wherein you'll gain plus 10 attack and plus 1% attack for every attribute that reaches a total of 99. Next, let's discuss the most important skills to get. For the Advanced Novice skills, you should allocate points on Level 10 Cart Attack, which will be your primary farming skill, Level 10 Enhanced Cart to give additional 150 attack when using cart-related skills, Level 10 Blessing to increase strength, dex, and int by 20 points, Level 1 Increase Agility to increase your movement speed when using the Blessing skill, Level 5 Call Spirits to summon Spirit Bombs which will increase attack and ignore death, and lastly get Level 2 Gloria to unlock Level 2 Imposition Manus which will increase your attack. Later on, when you have extra skill points, you can allocate more points for this. Once you reach Job Breakthrough, you may allocate the additional skill points on the following. Level 20 Cart Attack to further boost the attack damage multiplier of Cart Attack, Level 15 Blessing to further increase your strength, dex, and int, and Level 10 Imposition Manus to further amplify your attack. At this point, we have covered the essential skills to increase your Cart Attack damage. You may allot your remaining skill points whichever way you like, but as a suggestion, you may put the remaining points on Improved Flee or Increased Agility for faster movement speed. You may also opt to get Level 1 Magnum Break when fighting against MVP since using this skill increases attack by 20% for 10 seconds. Once you've changed to a Super Novice, you may get Level 15 Vulture's Eye to increase range by 75% and hit by 30. As we can see here, with a max level Vulture's Eye, our character can hit monsters from a longer distance and he barely needs to move to secure the kills. Thus, this increased range may prove to be very efficient for farming. However, if you still can't one-hit the mobs you're farming, you may want to first improve your damage by allotting points on self-buffs such as Level 5 Overthrust, which significantly increases your attack by 25%. It can also increase the attack of your allies by 5%. Level 10 Axe Mastery, which is a passive skill that will increase your attack by 100 and ignore death by 10%. Level 5 Cart Boost for increased movement speed and attack. And lastly, get Level 10 Inspiration, which increases all attributes by 10 and also increases hit, attack, and magic attack by 100 for 150 seconds. As for the remaining skill points, allocation will be up to you. You may opt to max out Overthrust, or some Advanced Novice skills such as Increased Agility and Improved Flee for faster movement speed. Now let's go to runes. Runes are vital for the Super Novice class as these increase the damage output of our skills. When you're still an Advanced Novice, you should activate the following runes. First up, we have 8 Cart Attack and Power runes which will give a total of plus 48% Cart Attack damage. Next, activate the 5 Cart Attack Mastery runes which will decrease the Cart Attack cast delay by a total of 1 second. Then we can unlock 5 neutral damage runes which will increase neutral attack by a total of 7%. Note that this would be useful since card attack is a force neutral skill. Afterwards, get 5 strength runes for plus 5 strength. Next, we have 3 ignore death runes which will increase ignore death by a total of 5%. And lastly, you may opt to get the 4 Imposition Manus Empower runes which will give a total of plus 20% attack provided by Imposition Manus. Once you've become a Super Novice and unlock the Tier 3 runes, you can activate the following additional runes. First up, we have the 5 Advanced Axe Refinement runes which will give a total of plus 10% penetration when using axe-type weapons. Next, we have 4 Card Attack Rapidity runes which will increase our card attack damage by a total of 0.8% for every 1% increase to our movement speed. This will definitely synergize with card boost, increase agility, and improve flee, since the higher the movement speed, the higher the extra card attack damage. Afterwards, we have the 6 Card Boost runes which will grant a total of plus 120 extra attack and plus 12% extra movement speed while the card boost skill is active. Then get the 2 new neutral damage runes which will increase neutral attack by 1% each. Next, activate the 6 new strength runes which will give a total of plus 7 strength. And lastly, we have 6 Inspiration Blessing runes which will give a total of plus 60 attack brought about by the Inspiration skill. That means Inspiration will now give all in all plus 160 attack. If you have remaining contribution points, just allocate them on nearby attack nodes. Now that we've covered the Acer Monument runes, let's cover some of the notable advanced runes. For this build, the most important Class S rune is a Charge Burst rune. Having this rune increases the cast distance of card attack by an extra 0.1 to 2 meters. This will synergize with the increased range of Vulture's Eye skill, which will make farming with card attack easier and faster. Another effect of the Charge Burst rune is that it will increase the card damage by 1% to 30%. As for the Class A rune, we have the Rapid Crash rune which will increase the hit rate of card attack by 1 to 40% and the damage of card attack by 1 to 20%. And lastly, for the Class B rune, we have the Breath Solidification rune which will give each Spirit Bomb from the Call Spirit skill additional 1 to 20 attack. As for the attribute runes, prioritize upgrading the Annihilation Attack rune, Penetration Attack rune, Armor Breaking Attack rune, and Assault Attack rune. Then for the buff runes, level up your strength buff runes and size buff rune. Up next, let's dive into the recommended equipment set and cards. Similar to the Bash build, we should equip items and cards that increase strength, physical attack, damage, penetration, and ignore death to inflict higher card attack damage. For weapons, you need to use the Vezar Axe. This is the best axe-type weapon for the Super Novice card attack build. It is relatively strong against medium-sized monsters and can also increase the damage of card attack. Ideally, it should be upgraded to Tier 8 and refined to plus 10 or higher for additional attack, strength, and card attack damage. At the late stages of the game, you may synthesize your Vezar Axe to the Destroyer's War Axe. This gives additional attack and card attack damage. As for enchantment, you should aim for either Sharp Blade or Morale 4th enchantment for increased melee attack or ignore death respectively. As for weapon cards, it will depend on the monster you're farming. Just use an appropriate element, size, or race card to boost damage. As an example, if you're farming Dark Merchant, which is of Earth element, medium size, and demi-human race, then you can inlay your weapon with 2 of each or combination of the following cards: Memblood card, Skeleton Worker card, or Hydra card. For the offhand, you may use the Rosa Bracelet for a plus 25% ignore death. Ideally, it should be refined to plus 12 and upgraded to Tier 9 for additional attack and strength. As for enchantment, you should aim for the Armor Breaking 4th enchantment which grants physical penetration. For the offhand slot, you may place cards that increase damage to certain elements by 5%. Examples are the Trago card for Earth monsters and Dark Shadow card for Dark monsters. Next, for the armor, the most cost-effective to use is a Tier 3 Tights, since it grants a total of plus 8% attack. However, the more expensive yet powerful alternative to Tights is a plus 10 or plus 15 Tier 10 Staunch Armor. This is because it grants a huge boost in strength, dex, and attack. You can couple it with a Staunch Ring for more attack. At the late stages of the game, you may synthesize your Staunch Armor to the Chosen's Armor, which will give additional attack. Similar to your weapon, you should aim for either the Sharp Blade or Morale 4th enchantment for increased melee attack or ignore death respectively. As for armor cards, you may place an Archer Skeleton Star card for +2 strength and +5% attack, or a Moonet Star card for +15% ignore def. Up next for garments, the best option is the Ancient Cape since it ignores the defense of targets by 15%. Upgrading it and refining it will give additional strength and attack. As for enchantment, just aim for a high attack or damage increase stat. As for the garment slot, you may inlay a Vagabond Wolf card for +4 strength. For foot gears, the Rune Boots would be the best option as it gives attack. Similar with the garment, you should also aim for a high attack or damage increase enchantment on your Rune Boots. As for footgear cards, you can use either a Chon Chon card for +2 strength or a Unit 01 card from the Ava event which gives +10 attack, +2 strength, and +2 dex. For accessories, get a Staunch Ring to activate the set effect with the Staunch Armor or the Trojan's Armor which gives +5% attack. As for the other accessory, you may use a Strength Ring or upgrade it to a powerful ring for boosting physical attack. As for enchantment, you should aim for the Sharp Blade 4th enchant for higher melee attack. As for accessory cards, you may inlay a Zebra Bear Star card for +10 hit and +3% attack, Mantis card for +5 strength, Kobold card for +4 strength, or any race or element damage modifiers depending on the mobs you're farming. Examples are the Ultraman card for Brute and Demon monsters, or the Kaho card for Earth monsters. Lastly, for the headgears, these are the suggested items. For the head, you may use a Cat Ear Berry, Majestic Coat, Merchant's Hat, Rudolph's Horn, Golden Antenna, or a +10 Helmet of Orc Hero. As for gacha headwear, you may use a Starlight Ship, Norma the Unicorn, Nidhogg's Poison Fang, or Thunder God's Kabuto. For headwear cards, you may inlay an Andre Star card for additional pen and ignore def, or an Agira Star card for additional attack and +2 to all attributes. For the face, the current best in slot is a Frost Masquerade Mask gacha item. If you have this, make sure that you have 3 or more attributes that reach a total of 99 since you'll gain +10 attack and +1% attack for every attribute that reaches that amount. Other alternatives are the Nut on Head or the Eye of Dawn. For the mouth, use a Dreamweave Silk gacha item for a +4% pen. Other options are the pipe and chocolate donuts. For the back, some of the options are the Devil Wing, Baby Owl, or Steward Briefcase. As for the gacha back gear, you may use a Starlight Sweetie, the Blue Islet Sea, Thunder Taiko, Moonlight Swing, Swan's Elegance, Angel Wing Feather, Deer Bone, Snow Mirror, or Golden Sand Emblem. And lastly, for the tail, you may use either the Puerco Picha or Mechanical Tail. As for the gacha options, we have the Gut Swing, Windperch Drake, Golden March, or Fire Diverge Tail. As for pets, you may choose any of the following: Joltrish for +40 attack and +2% pen, Moonlight Flower for +2% pen, Desert Wolf Baby, Peko Peko, or Alice for +5% ignore def, Diverchi, Smokey, or Minoris for +40 attack. Lastly, here are some tips you need to take note of when farming. For all the skill slots, put in card attack and your self buffs: Blessing, Call Spirits, Imposition Manus, Card Boost, Overthrust, and Inspiration. Since you'll be using a lot of self buffs, you may want to use the Adventure skill Prepare for Early to cast a maximum of 5 buffs at a time. When starting out as an advanced novice, you can use card attack to farm Brigand from Succubus or Incubus in the Glassheim. To boost damage against these monsters, use cards like the Ultraman card, Skeleton Worker card, Dark Shadow card, Santa Pouring card, and Martin card. This will be profitable even at level 100. After reaching level 101, you may go to Clock Tower Basement 1 and farm Orc Lady since they have low HP, so you can easily achieve the one-hit kill. Just use cards that increase damage to them such as the Menbat card, Skeleton Worker card, Hydra card, Monster card, Kaho card, and Draco card. At level 116, you can farm Dracophers in the Ainbrook field since they give huge job EXP. Again, just use appropriate cards like the Menbat card, Skeleton Worker card, Scorpion card, Kaho card, and Draco card. At level 126, you may go to the Homunculus Lab basement 1st floor to 3rd floor and target Removal and Dark Merchant for farming. However, you need to be careful as MVP monsters can spawn near you while farming. And lastly, to boost damage, you may eat cooked foods that increase attack, penetration, and ignore death, such as the Satisfied Feast and Original Will Seafood Soup. In addition, we could also consume strength meals for higher physical attack and melee damage. Another way to boost damage is through our attack praying cards. Prioritize getting pen, ignore death, and attack. Alright, so far we discussed the most recommended stats, skills, runes, equipment, cards, pets, and tips for the Super Novice card attack build. I hope this guide was helpful in setting up the foundation for your character. Feel free to comment down below if you have suggestions on what you want to see next. Alright, that's it for this video guys. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed watching this guide. If you're new here, I would love you to consider subscribing by hitting the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you back. Thank you for watching and see you in our next episode.